How many people do you think would tune in to watch an overall of Flex Lewis and Phil Heath posing down?
Hands down, more than ever. You have the two best bodybuilders in the world. Why not let them settle it? The best 212 guy, 5 years in a row. The best open guy, 6 years in a row. And who's the best? We don't know. They've never gone against each other, never competed. Let them fight it out. I mean,
they've never got a comparison on stage together. Phil Heath, Flex Lewis. It has to happen. Do you agree?
I agree.
All right, I was watching Pumping Iron this morning, and it was so awesome when they had the under 200-pound competitor compared with Arnold Schwarzenegger, Franco Columbu and Arnold Schwarzenegger. So I saw some really sick pictures of Flex Lewis, and I'm like, I want to see Flex Lewis and Phil Heath compared. And we have TJ Clark here.
What's up? TJ Clark, national level bodybuilder. We're here at my house. Anybody that's a fan of bodybuilding, I think would love to have the overall. There's been a Mr. Olympia champion, back in the day it was set, this is the best of the best. Now we don't know. We haven't seen, Flex versus Phil Heath. He's pushing it to get down to 212. He has to be. I know, Neil Hill has talked about it, about him, the battle of getting him down to 212. And is he at his best at 212? No. So if he were 220, what would he look like? He's already a freak. What's he going to look like at 220? And then he can, reach his full potential. Then put him next to, Phil Heath. But, that's not going to happen. He's not going to go up to the open class. So we keep him in 212, but we let him fight it out. And I think Phil Heath is, pardon me, Phil Heath fans, I think he has amazing genetics. He has an amazing physique, but I think he doesn't look as pretty as he used to. His physique doesn't flow like it used to. I think Flex, to have so much muscle on that frame, it's still, he holds it really well, and it flows really well to be so much mass on that size of a body. Yeah,
and that's the thing I'm focused on. I can't say that I'm not biased because I might be, and it's subjective sport, but I think structurally Flex Lewis has worked his ass off, and he probably has zero flaws, especially from the pictures I've seen lately. And it's hard to judge a theoretical or a could-be contest from pictures, but it's fun to think about what could be. So I think a comparison would be epic and so badass to watch. Structurally, I think Flex would beat Phil Heath. If Bonac can compete, William Bonac, if he can compete in the Mr. Olympia Open, I think Flex Lewis could definitely, I'm sorry, William, he's fucking badass guy, but I think he could beat William, and I think he could definitely challenge Phil Heath for an overall if there were to be an overall.
Yeah, I think it'd be an awesome battle to see, and just being frank, and I'm not trying to dog Phil Heath here at all, because he's Phil Heath. He's 6-time Mr. Olympia.
Ty Dorian Yates. Yeah.
That's I can't say anything about that. But I do think he's losing it. I don't think he looks as good as he used to.
He did look way better this year than the past, 2 years?
Yeah. But I still think like I said, I don't think he's as pretty as he used to. I don't think he flows quite as well. He's still an amazing bodybuilder. I think in the open, hands down, he's the winner.
Oh yeah.
But why not put Flex Lewis next to him, and then you can shut us guys up. Well, then we know. But Flex has gotten better every year. I think this year was the best Flex ever, and his conditioning, I think, beats Phil Heath. I mean, he's overall harder. I think he has a lot of muscle mass. I think it'd be awesome to see.
So all technically, structural condition, muscle mass, he might be superior, but what about the people's choice? Does he have that going for him too?
I think he has a lot of fans. It's hard to say anything bad about Flex. I think he strives to be for the people, and I don't see that as much from Phil Heath. There's a little more arrogance from Phil.
He's being PC right now. We were discussing just a while ago what we were going to talk about, and he used a different term, but I'm not sure he wants to say that now.
No, I think sometimes Phil Heath can be a prick. I think he can be cocky. I think he can be arrogant. And, I mean, he's the best open bodybuilder in the world, so I can't say if I was in those shoes I wouldn't be a dick to people sometimes too, but you know, I think you don't see that from Flex. You see him very humble. You see him, he's always cool to his fans, and Phil Heath is at events and stuff, but you know, you catch a certain amount of arrogance that I think is a little over the top. I don't appreciate it as much.
Catch a little whiff.
Yeah, so I think people's choice I would go with Flex, you know, but I couldn't judge their physiques until I see them right next to each other.
Yeah.
You know, there's no competition in the 212 for Flex. I'm sorry, 212 guys, it is what it is. You know, going into this Olympia, it's like, okay, Flex won. Who's going to get second?
Yeah.
Who's going to get third? That was it. He's on another level.
Yeah,
so
you have guys with really cool body parts, but Flex has
everything.
Everything.
It's put together. Yeah, really well. And on that frame, how the hell does he get to 212? I don't know.
I don't know if you know the specs on them. What does Phil weigh? 240, 250?
Yeah, I think he's probably in his 240s. From what I know, and then Flex obviously is right at 212. So, I know Phil Heath's probably 5'9"-ish versus
5'4", 5'5"?
Yeah, I think the stats I see are 5'5", but after I've stood next to Flex, and he doesn't seem like a very strong 5'5". That's pushing it. So, I don't know. It's muscle mass. I think Flex is going to look as big as anybody standing next to him. He's going to carry a lot on that frame. I don't think he'll be out-muscled at all. He could go, in an overall against Phil and hold his own, or he could jump up to the open and, like you said, you feel like he can beat William. Shoot. William was right there in the top 5 at Olympia. So,
what?
Condition. I think just from the backside, Phil's back is awesome now. That's a weak part that he's brought up over the years. But I think Flex, lower body, his freaking glutes are ridiculous.
I think it all goes from the muscle belly and all the tines in the knee. His knee must be about this big.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. He's huge, and it's not like he doesn't get out of control. His stomach's still under control. His stomach looks, his waist is
that
tiny.
waist is a secret weapon.
Yeah, and it just makes everything look that much better and bigger. His back is great, but whenever it comes into a waist that looks this big around, he doesn't have any distension. Some of the other guys, they've had a lot of problems with their midsections and keeping them under control, and it seems like he just keeps getting bigger and bigger and putting on more and more muscle, and he doesn't have the same issues. This sport is about money, there's no doubt about it. So why not? You're gonna make more money. Just fucking do it.
Yeah. Who wants to see it? Like and share, subscribe. TJ Clark. Find them, like them, subscribe.
I made broccoli.
And Kelsey made broccoli.
Your favorite.
That was well played. TJ's wife, everybody.
IFBB Pro Bikini Kelsey Clark. She is cooking for us while
Hey girl, hey.
we drink our margaritas.
Hey.
You're almost in frame. You got a little bit lower.
You're down.
There you are.
When you lower, I'm gonna show everybody the goodness.
Don't do that.
All right. See you next time.